Can anyone hear me? Can you hear me? I think you're muted out. You're muted.
What's going on, brother? How are you?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
I'm like, I'm talking to myself here. I'm like, somebody got to hear me.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
I think Paul and Carolyn may have walked away.
Yeah. Oh, it's just us today.
Oh, man. How beautiful she is.
Let me send out my messages, my last minutes. Nobody knows what's up.
How was your day?
Man, so far so good. I cannot complain.
Hey, Janine. How you doing? So you had the other baby.
There we are. Hi.
How you doing?
One of each.
Divide and conquer, huh? Oh, beautiful.
Mine was mute now.
Welcome to the Zoom there. Is that Winston? Or Winston? Okay. Folks getting
W. What's going on, Mr. Winston?
Trial.
I'm muted.
Yeah, you might be on mute.
Trial.
Mr. W. Hello, Carolyn. How are you? All right. Thank everybody.
Trial.
Hey, Winston, we can't hear you yet.
Winston having a conversation with himself.
Trial.
What's that sound? Do you guys hear that? There's a.
It says trial. I upgraded. I hope I don't have ladies saying trial.
Trial.
It should be better.
I'll definitely make you upgrade. You're saying trial all the time.
Trial.
Man.
Trial.
I wonder what that is. Winston may need to log out and log back in. Maybe
Trial.
have the computer. Make sure the computer's connected there. Hello, Brittany. I think Tarlo, welcome.
Tarlo.
Hey!
What's up, superstar?
I'm good. Oh, look at that beautiful baby. How you doing, boo-boo?
Say hi, big girl. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi. Daddy's girl. You dad girl.
Yeah, say that. Say hi. Say that.
I said, let me log on before I get too busy and forget. I'm working both ways right now.
Awesome. But just listen in.
Trial.
It's going down.
Yep.
Trial.
Hello?
Hello. Welcome.
Hey, what's up? All right, I'm on there now. I'm on this still, so I'll see you on the call, okay? Okay. All right.
Trial.
That might be you, Winston, with the, can you hear it? Can we hear you now?
Trial.
Still can't hear you for some reason.
Hello?
Looks like you're muted.
For me?
Oh, no, I think we have you. I think Winston. We have two screens for Winston, but still can't hear him.
trial,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you. Got you.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Rothman, how you doing, sir?
I'm well. How about yourself?
Great, doing great. Casey and everybody else, how's everybody doing?
trial,
Awesome. Someone has a saying trial. I'm not sure. Is that do you hear that one?
trial,
I'm not hearing it.
They
Okay.
said that's coming through on my phone. I hear that.
Yeah. Hear that as well. So we'll see.
trial,
What's the same trial?
Yeah.
it's in trial.
trial,
Let's see something. I'm gonna mute you, Winston. 'Cause I think it went away for a second. Just see if that. So in a way, when I muted you, Winston, so we'll unmute you when we bring you maybe on the line here, but I'll sort of keep you muted for a little bit because we're here in the trial.
All right, I think I have another session here.
Oh, okay, there you go. Don't hear it now.
Okay, all right,
Perfect. All right.
okay.
Very exciting. Welcome everyone to the team. Looking forward to getting to hear a little bit about you guys. Okay. We'll get started in a couple minutes here. We hit 7 o'clock. We'll go ahead and get rolling, and I'm going to bring you in, McCasey, on something as well. We're just started with this new group, and looking forward to meeting many of you and learning your story. And we're going to go through some information tonight, also, just to make sure that the team is all on one accord, and have the opportunity to build in synergy together. Exciting times ahead of us. Very exciting times. Hello. All right. So I have 7 o'clock, and so I want to welcome you all on the call here on Zoom. Get language right. Zoom is pretty new to me, but we're gonna get started with a game plan call. Many of you are very new, obviously 24, 48 hours within the business. And McCasey, I'm gonna ask you to unmute yourself. And what I want to do is, if you could just introduce some of the two of the folks that are on that you've introduced to the company or on the team there, introduce them, ask them to jump on. Always ask everyone to share your name. What you do. 1 second. Here. Okay. I muted all. You guys will have the opportunity to unmute yourself on the line here. But all we're going to do is ask. We have a lot of folks on the line. We may not be able to do that tonight. Yeah. We have 30 plus people on the call already. So I'm going to call it audible right now. I thought we would have like 10 people. But we have a lot of folks on the line here. So we are going to do this. We're going to get a chance to, and McCasey's going to get a chance to introduce many of you to me and some of the other leadership that we have. So we'll get into the information tonight. First and foremost, I want to welcome each and every one of you to the line here. We literally started this team, got started. I signed up on Monday. McCasey signed up on Tuesday, and the team is growing really quickly as planned. And we're excited about all the things that's going to happen over the next few years, working together with many of you. And we wanted to make sure that we can make sure that each and every one of you, we're kind of, as we're growing, my background, I live right here in Philadelphia, and I've built network marketing companies over the last over many years. Actually, since 18 years old, I started my first network marketing company. I won't say the name, but it had an acronym, ACN, which I didn't make any money with that company. And I say no money because I spent much more money than I made. But I always talk about how it wasn't what happened for me with that company. It's what happened to me as far as the personal growth and development that happened within that company. It was simply amazing. When I look back and reflect the impact network marketing had on me on that first company. My second company that I got started with in 2002, it was actually, and I don't mind sharing, it was Prepaid Legal. It was a company, Prepaid Legal, and now it's Legal Shield. And I worked that company for about 8 months and hit about $4,000 a month with that company. Then hit one of the top leadership roles and was making, I didn't make six figures with that company, but was right at around six figures, 86,000 on average a year with that company. And I was also building a company here in Philadelphia, so it was great for me to not have to go back to a full-time job. And in 2010, right after the recession, 2008, if you will, I was able to build my biggest company where I was with Organo Gold, became one of the top leaders within that company, right at about 30,000 distributors in 5 years with that company, and made a lot of money with that. And I tell you, met a lot of great people, made a great impact. I literally traveled all across the country and around the world, had a team in 9 different countries. And in 2015, I transitioned into doing business back here in Philadelphia. I have a professional network and many other things, as a business leader and civic leader in Philadelphia. I was looking at many ways to empower folks, and there's nothing more empowering than to help people to be able to have financial freedom. So this company is right in line with my values. We're excited. We're going to build it big. And I just wanted to introduce, I'm also want to make sure, McCasey, I want you to jump on as well and just share your background, and then we'll get into the subject matter we wanted to get into tonight.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to thank you for hosting this call and putting us in a position where we can actually get acquainted with each other. And I want to thank you for your leadership and for your insight and foresight, and for allowing me to glean off of that so that we can put many more people in a position to win. Because like you, my core value system, my definiteness of purpose is to help people look, live, and become their best, and really just help as many people become financially fit. So my background is computer science. I graduated from Cabrini College with that degree, worked at Citibank and different banks as a software engineer. For those of you guys who don't know, and I'm sorry, my name is McCasey Anika, for those of you guys who don't know me. And software engineering, worked at banks. The long and short of it was that Citibank, or some of the companies I was in, they started outsourcing. And for me, during that timeline, I had found out about network marketing, and that was about close to 10 years ago. And in finding out about network marketing, I saw the value of leverage. I saw that what J. Paul Getty, the first documented billionaire, says, 1% of 100 people's efforts is better than 100% of just you alone trying to punch a clock. And I just love that the leverage component where I can make money while I sleep, and got involved with a company called MonaV. Early as my first company, I joined my father, and in joining that program, I didn't make any money for like a year and a half. And basically I made probably about $1,400, which wasn't a lot of money. But like you said, Suleiman, every setback is a setup for a comeback. I was fortunate enough to learn a lot. I went to all the conventions, all the conferences. I was paying attention. I was taking notes, and I was a student. And from understanding different aspects of the industry, what I realized that I was missing was a mentor. So in selecting the second program that I got involved in, which was called Limu, that's when I really had my first taste of getting to over $10,000 a month in income, and then scaffolding it to tens of thousands. And then I started, feeling like this is exactly what I wanted to do, for my lifespan. In terms of my life's work, I wanted to be in a position where I can empower people and put them in a position to win. And with that program, we did millions of dollars in volume for 5 years, about 4.5 years. And we helped people get, the car programs. Over 50 people on my team had BMWs, and we had a lot of fun with that. And one thing you said, Suleiman, that I really appreciate is it's not the destination, but it's the fun in terms of as you're on the journey. So I think somebody has their, you might want to mute that. Just mute yourself, whoever you are. So that, all right. And that led me to connecting over time. I think me and Suleiman, we connected while I was in Limu. I had a friend of mine who was trying to recruit you, and she introduced us to each other. And that's when I first really sat with you and realized that, you were at a higher wavelength mentally in terms of your experience than me in the industry. And in that process, I felt humbled to the fact that, every so often we would connect, and we would talk, and you would be able to, lend me advice, in terms of what I was doing with my team. So I took some of those nuggets. So fast forward to now, we were able to connect and work with each other now, side by side, and lock arms. So I'm thankful. I'm excited. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all you guys that's on this call. I'm grateful to you, Suleiman. I'm grateful to my wife. I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful to the opportunity to go make a difference with all of you guys. So with that said, I'm going to turn it back on over to you, sir.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to you really just taking things to a whole nother level, and the respect is mutual. So I look forward to locking arms, and we share that, guys, with you just to let you know that you have some folks and there's some others who are on the line will be joining this team that will be able to lend some of their experience where you can accelerate your success and bypass some of the dummy tax, if you will, that we had to go through and getting to this point, whether you're just starting in network marketing, whether you're, whether you've had experience in the past, you're going to have amazing leadership and coaches that also within our leadership team as well that you'll have access to. So you're going to have amazing, really amazing support in this process. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that each and every one of you are getting started, getting started right. Bear with me. I'm relatively new to Zoom. Okay, I haven't been in the networking industry for a number of years. So they've transitioned from conference calls to Zoom now, and I'm liking it, but still getting acclimated to it. So bear with me. Yeah. One second.
Suleiman.
Yeah.
There's a way that you can mute it, where you can mute everybody and decide who. I don't know if you see that option on there, but if you, if you look for it, if you go to where it says participants.
Okay. Mute all. So I might have muted you as well. If you want to unmute yourself, you can. Let me see. All right. Let's see here. So if everyone just make sure you mute yourself. I know you have the option to also unmute yourself. So if you can actually just make sure you are muted, that'll be great. All right. So, Casey, if you can unmute yourself, I just want to make sure that I'm doing this right. Can you see the game plan interview? Or the game?
Yeah. Yep. I can see it.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So, so first and foremost, guys, we want to welcome you to the team. And one of the first things you want to do when you get started with MWR is really plug into our 4-step system. Plug into a 4-step system where system yourself time. Okay.
$3,000.
System is saving yourself time, energy, and money, because we're gonna make this document available to you. And when the more systematic you become, the more your team will scale. I've been in this industry where I've built without a system, and I built with talent at one point. And what happens is you draw a crowd. You draw a crowd of people who will eventually dissipate. And you're starting from scratch all the time. So we want to make sure as we build this team that we start with a great foundation, that there's a system for you, and it's going to evolve as we continue to build together. And our leadership team has an opportunity to put their eyes and ears on everything. But we put together this game plan system. We're kind of flying the airplane, while we're building the airplane. With just, again, being 3 or 4 days in the business, and already 40 people that are on this call, for this getting started call. And step number 1, if you got started with us, you got the product. First thing is to make sure you become a product of the product. This is an amazing service. If you're a W-2 employee, first thing you want to do is you want to take advantage of the income shifting. To sign up, obviously go into your back office with your membership, and to make sure that you activate and actually set up an appointment with the consultants, so they can set you up so that you can actually get an instant pay raise. But exactly what you're talking about. Make sure you take advantage of that right away. If credit services is what you're looking at, or eliminating debt, or setting up your private reserve account is the first thing you want to start with, make sure to set that up right away. Set the call up, become a product of the product, and go ahead, and when you get this document, check off these steps. And you also want to share your experience, share your story. In this business, stories sell and facts tell. So we want to make sure we create a systematic process in which you're able to start sharing your story. And directly to the right, you're going to see in this document, it says meet your upline support team. So you want to at least meet, your upline support team, 3 levels up, active, plugged in upline. At this point, up to McCasey or myself, and also up to our leadership. We have Mr. Michael Best. We have Miss Jatasha Harris and her husband Fred Harris. We have in the leadership Adamu. And I don't even have all the names yet, up to leadership. But you want to get the emails, you want to get their name, you want to get their phone number, and I'll let you, if you have a pen and pad, I'll give you my phone number right now, just so you can, reach out. Certainly connect with your upline support team, and we'll have opportunities to meet one face to face as well. But my cell phone, and my name is Sulaiman. My last name is Rahman. And my cell phone is 267-250-4321. I'm always accessible. And what I love in this business, we built leaders. When I built a team of even 30,000 distributors, all my team members had my cell phone number. Most at some point didn't use it. They knew when to use it, because we had so many leaders in between. But we're really in the beginning stages. So feel free. You're going to have leadership that's out actively building. We want to be accessible to you to help you really reach your goals immediately. So make sure you get that information, and you'll be able to add their names, their emails, and their cell phones in that upper corner. And McCasey, do you want to share your information as well?
Sure. My name is McCasey, MAKESI, McCasey. And my last name, Anika, AN as in Nancy, YIKA. Phone number 610-809-0544. And Sulaiman, I was going to say, you could probably double click on that so that it opens up on the whole screen. I think it's like partially showing right now.
Okay.
So if you double click on the left side where it shows the documents, 2, 3.
I appreciate you. There you go. Good deal. I once was an engineer, but
Hey, you entrepreneur now. You sound
Entrepreneur, I like that.
about right.
I love it. Step number 2 is to build your list. A list, a business without a list, any business you get started with, you got to build a list, names and numbers of people. And we want to make sure you get started right away, not to overwhelm you, but to write 24 names at least in your first 24 hours, just so we can get started with the game. My list is constantly evolving as people think. I'm writing my list, adding new names. I actually have to transfer it, transfer a list I have that I actually wrote out before. But as I'm building right now, I'm adding people to my list. But write 24 names within the first 24 hours. And with this product, you want to write down at least 12 people who are employees, who have a job, who are W-2 employees. And why? Because you can help them get an instant pay raise with this product. And if you don't know what that means and how to do it, how that works, one, obviously use the product, be a product of the product, but also get with your sponsor or your upline to find out exactly how that works, how when you get the membership and what that means. So certainly write down those 12 names of people with a job, because anyone who's a W-2 employee and does not have a home-based business, or has a home-based business and is not taking advantage of the 100+ tax benefits that are offered to home-based businesses, they might as well just wake up every morning and just drop $10 or $20 out the window or more. Just throw it out the window, because that's the money they're losing every single day just by not taking advantage of the income shifting with this product. So I encourage you to make sure write those names down and continue to write those names down. And the goal of the company is to reach 150 W-2 income earners that are not taking advantage of tax benefits of the home-based business owner. So make sure to take advantage of that, and make sure you write down folks and share this information with them. And then also 12 business builders. Who are 12 people that you want to build with? 12 people that are opportunistic. They see opportunities. They're money motivated. They're open-minded. Who are those 12 people that you want to share this business with? And write those names down as well, and allow us to help you to introduce them to the company. All right. People here. You guys, make sure you mute yourself. I think Patrick, I'm not able to mute you, but I think you're unmuted there. Also, you want to learn the power questions, and in this document here, this game plan document, you're going to get some sample scripts. I went through and talked to the leadership here and got some content. So it's going to give you some guidance on how to ask the question, the power question. Have you ever heard of income shifting or self-banking? These are really interesting and, just topics that people want to learn about once they understand or even hear and understand that there's a wealth principle that they don't know about. So we're going to show that for you as well, how to ask the power question to pique a person's interest. And your goal is to take people from not knowing about this company, not knowing about MWR Financial, to knowing about it. It's not convincing people. It's taking people from not knowing to knowing. And like a person like McCasey, I shared the information with him. He went and just watched the videos, and literally he woke me up the next morning saying, "What's your link? I'm getting started." So again, you're not in the convincing business. It's really just giving people an opportunity to say yes or no to this product and to the company. So we want to make sure that you're effective and efficient with that. Thirdly, we want to make sure you book launch events. If you want to just start your business, that's fine. But if you want to launch your business, I tell you, this company, this industry, loves speed. It loves speed. And the opportunity to launch your business versus just starting your business is going to give you the opportunity to build a big business. You don't get a chance to start from scratch often. All right. You can always kind of revisit and relaunch your business. I see you just came back there. For some reason, it's not letting me mute you. All right. So book your first 4 events. The first event within 24 to 74 hours, based on your relationships and the credibility that you have with your friends and family members. How many people can you get in front of this information in the first 24 hours? You know, that's, you know, booking that private launch event and get with your upline. Let's see here. You want to book the second, your third, and your fourth event. Okay. So you don't plan on just getting started with that. You plan on also building. And as you actually start to build your team, you have your first and second private launch events and people are getting started. You want to have 3 and 4 events set up so that you can start to build depth within your organization as well. So you want to set those 4 events up, those launch events, so that not only can you get started, but you have events already set up for your team to plug into and start building that momentum. We just got started this week, and we set up 4 events for the team already. You know, you're part of the team, and you want to also have your own private events. But we set up calls where we had a call last night. We are going to have a call tomorrow night with Ms. Jatasha Harris, 7 o'clock on the same line tomorrow, the Zoom call. So we're going to talk about how to invite people to be on this call tomorrow and to hear from one of the top 8 money earners in the whole entire company. She walked away, you know, she came from a 6-figure job when she got started with this company. You know, she may have left before, you know, prematurely. We don't encourage people to leave prematurely, but that was her calling, and she wanted to make that step. But she's able to, you know, now be a top earner with this company. She's also a pastor. She has a women's empowerment group, so and just a dynamic woman that's going to have an opportunity to share. So hearing these different stories is going to really help you to build your business and hearing a multitude of voices. And then on Sunday at 8 p.m., we're going to have the actual CEO of this company presenting for our team. So we're not going to promote for that event. We're going to promote up to that event. If we have 41 people getting on this Zoom right now, I actually got to figure out. I'm going to talk to you, Mr. Software Engineer, how we get more lines as well. I think Zoom, my feature caps out at 100, and we're certainly going to have more than 100 on Sunday by the time we build up to that event. So we got to figure out if it's going to be on this line or another line as well. So we'll figure that out and let you guys know. But at 8 o'clock on Sunday, we'll have the CEO, and you want to use that event not as a first exposure. You want to make sure that you have people on your team that have already seen the information, that have already gone through the process, and you're gonna sell people who've got started with you already, and you're gonna close people who've seen some information by getting a chance to hear from the CEO and hear his story and presentation on Sunday. So not many people get that opportunity, but again, the reputation of McCasey and the leaders on this team is why he's deciding to do this for this team and to launch and the success you guys have already had. And last but not least is commit to a system. Commit to the success system for 18 months. And I tell you guys, you know, an environment that we're going to create on this team is going to really create this this excitement that you want to be a part of, and I encourage you to be a part of it. But even if things are slower for you than for others, you want to make sure you commit yourself to 18 months. And I always say commit yourself to being core. And core is basically making sure you share this customer. You know, you customer acquisition, that you're sharing this product with people. The O stands for opportunity presentations. You want to show people this opportunity. You know, when you're building a business, you got to recruit. You know, it's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. As McCasey shared, it's better to get paid on 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of your own efforts. My company outside of MWR, we have a recruitment firm. I was just on the phone with a firm, you know, a large firm, Vanguard, and we're helping them to hire and recruit. We went through an hour call with them on what they're looking to recruit for their company. So major companies are recruiting talent. That's what you're doing, and you have the opportunity to do that, you know, virtually and all around the world. But commit to 18 months. Say, I'm going to be here 18 months from now. If Jatasha Harris, who's going to be on a call tomorrow, if she didn't commit to 18 months, she wouldn't have known that after 90 days of not having any success, that things would just start popping for her and now being one of the top money earners in the company. So again, just make that commitment to yourself that you're going to be here and that you're going to go through the process. And in that time, you want to make sure you're sharing the opportunity. This company has a phenomenal 4-3-2-1 financial success system. I love that. In fact, my last 4 digits of my phone number is 4321. So it was a divine intervention here that we connect with this company. But 4321 talks about the 4 financial challenges that everyone faces, pretty much the headwind, if you will, that everyone faces when they're trying to fly to financial freedom, if you will. The 3 solutions, the 3 solutions to those 4 financial challenges. The 2 objectives that everyone has, should have, as far as, leveraging your labor to not only pay for your lifestyle now, but also to buy cash flow in the future by investing. And lastly, there's one company that helps you to do that. One product that was amazing to me. The fact that there's one product that had all these great services, all part of this financial system. So you want to be an advocate. You want to be an ambassador of this this financial system, 4-3-2-1 financial system. And you want to also learn how to present the system. I always say the person with the marketer makes all the money. You definitely can use the videos and getting started using third-party tools. But eventually, you want to watch enough of these presentations so that when we say, hey, listen, we got to, you have a person that needs to know about this 4-3-2-1 presentation that you can rattle it off, that you can share that information. Again, I've been in for less than 3 days now, and I'm already preparing myself to do the presentations because already anticipating obviously having to do many presentations. So think that way as well, that you're going to duplicate and be able to point and read the presentation as well. And there's a great presentation in the back office for this 4-3-2-1 financial success system that you can access. You can put it into a book. You can create a PowerPoint, but definitely pay with attention to the presentation as if you will be presenting it down the line. And it doesn't take long, to really get those concepts down and to be explaining it with someone over a coffee table. And last, and there's a website, Shift My Income Now, which is what I love that. That tool basically has 4 videos that really sets this foundation for why, people are, and I'm actually going to pull it up right now. I'm going to, again, I'm going to get comfortable with this Zoom here. All right. We maximize. All right. So this is the website right here. It's Shift My Income Now. And it has that 4-3-2-1 philosophy here. It's only 22 minutes. It says 22 minutes. It says television sitcoms, it takes 30 minutes to watch. Take 22 minutes to learn the rules of the wealthy. So it talks about the 4 financial challenges of taxes, credit and debt, big business, inflation. Watch that over and over again just so you can get that language down. The 3 solutions, cash flow management, business income, and investment income. It also talks about the 2 objectives, and then it goes into the membership. So it talks about the 4 different strategies of the Financial Edge membership, just 5 minutes overview of the membership. If someone just wants to know about the membership and you want to, they don't have a lot of time, you can send them and say, listen, go to video 3 and watch the 5-minute video. It'll explain the details of the membership. And then video 4, which is part of those 3 strategies, was business income. It gives you access to the tax write-offs that we talked about. It also gives you the opportunity to build, just generate phenomenal income within this compensation plan. That's the 4th video, and they can watch it there. And what I'm going to play right now is a strategy, a 6-figure income strategy that we want to talk to, because right now we're looking for those leaders. We're looking for those leaders that want to build a 6-figure guaranteed income strategy. And I went through this compensation plan, asked a lot of questions, and I tell you guys, I haven't seen a company that provides the type of opportunity to make a 6-figure residual income based on having 584 representatives in your organization. Where if you build this the way that we're going to show you to build it, you're going to make much more than 6 figures. But this is the guarantee, because in this industry, things slow down. Things will slow down after a few years of building your business. And everyone's going to have different results with it. But this company makes sure that if you built a business, that you're going to have the residual income that goes along with that, and have a lifetime income that you can.
Have you ever
leverage.
wished
So I'm going to go ahead and play this video real quick just so you can watch it, and then we'll talk a little bit about it.
someone could give you a clear, defined path to make the income you've always wanted? Well, let me introduce you to our 6-figure guaranteed income strategy. Using the power of you combined with our daily guaranteed income and our presidential bonuses, MWR Financial has created one of the easiest to achieve 6-figure residual income strategies in the industry. Here's how it works. Let's say you decided to take total control of your income by enrolling just 12 qualified financial directors yourself. This would immediately qualify you for $600 per month or $7,200 per year in daily guaranteed income. But it gets even better, because when those 12 enroll an average of just 5 each, who enroll 3 each, who enroll just 2 each, this would give you a team of 612 QFDs. And as you can see, this shows 584 on your team. You could be earning $6,000 per month in daily guaranteed income, while also qualifying for level 3 of our presidential bonuses for another $2,500 per month. That's $8,500 per month, or a total of $102,000 per year to you. Oh, and as an added bonus, this would also qualify you for Tier 3 of our Luxury Vehicle Club bonuses. That would be another $3,000 per month in your pocket towards the luxury vehicle and or home of your choice. In other words, 12, 5, 3, 2 can create $102,000 per year for you to use for whatever you want, while your car and home are being paid for by MWR Financial. In other words, we've taken the guesswork out of creating the income you've always dreamed of by giving you a proven, predictable, and profitable roadmap to success. So, what are you waiting for? Get started today.
Awesome. See here. Oh. All right. So that's the strategy, guys. 12, 5, 3, 2. Meaning you have 12 teams, 12 legs. And it doesn't have to be necessarily the person that you personally sponsor. It's basically 12 legs. 12, if you go 12, introduce 12 people to this company, and those 12 or someone on their team introduces 5, who introduces, and someone on their team introduces 3, who then introduces 2, is just one of many ways, mathematically that you can get to 584, which would actually set you up for a 6-figure guaranteed income with this company. And again, the math can happen in a lot of different ways. You can literally introduce 3 people, and they end up being superstars in your business. But I'm gonna tell you guys, the math never really lies in this business. That's why we tell people to take control of your own business. I don't want to try to hit the lottery by just introducing 3 people and expecting them to take things to a whole different level. And the way they broke this down as far as 12 who get 5, who get 3, who get 2, is a way that you can accelerate this process. Because again, you can get to that number a lot of different ways, but if you take control of your business, and McCasey and I encourage those of you who are builders, who are interested in really building this big, I tell you, success loves speed. If you're interested, and let McCasey know, let whoever your sponsor is, and let us know, make sure it gets to us. If you're ready to take this run for 20 recruits in your first 30 days, McCasey and I, we already pledged to each other that it's going to get done. 20 recruits in the first 30 days. And, and over 6 months, you want to at least get to 40 recruits. I tell you guys, I did this strategy in my other company. I recruited 40 people in 6 months. So 20 right away. And then within the next 6 months, especially if you get 20, you've exposed probably about 100 plus people already that will trickle in as well, but you want to get that 40 within 6 months. That's going to set you up for financial freedom. I mean, that's the people who want to make multiple six figures, not just six figures. That's the low end. But if you want to make multiple six figures, you want to really focus in on exposing people to this information and plugging them into the system, and you can really set yourself up for tremendous success. So the first goal would be 20 recruits. Now, I know that we're talking big because I know I'm talking to folks who want to be winners within this company. But the first goal that you want to do, and you're new to the industry, the first thing you want to do is at least get your 3. Get qualified. Get your 3, frontline 3 people that you introduce. That's going to give you 50, 50, and 50, which is $150. And then you'll also qualify for your momentum bonus as well if you do that in your first 30 days. And that's going to give you another. That's going to give you another $150. They pay you $75 in the first month, and then they'll pay you $75 in the second month. But you've earned that, as long as your members stay on for the second month as well, obviously, you've earned basically, right away, you got the $225 that'll be in your wallet. That can go to your wallet right away because the company pays out daily. And, McCasey just, his first day was able to get those 3, get the momentum bonus, so earn $300 his first day. And now since has gone even further than that. So I encourage you to get that done right away. But I do want to talk to you. I know many of you came on here for the 6-figure strategy, and it's not just go get 3 and wait for them to build a big business. You want to go out there and take the 20 recruit challenge to launch your business, not just start your business. And I know some of you may say, well, I want to be part-time with this. I just want to kind of expose it. I love the membership. I want to try it out. And that's fine. You want to walk with the business, but those who want to run with us, there's going to be some other really benefits to that, because we're going to place people. The company gives you 60 days to place people within your organization. And we're going to reward those people who are running with us, those who are running. And the same points the company that assigns to individuals that get started with the membership, as well as get started with the business. For those of you who are business partners with us, as you get points for recruiting people and getting points for getting memberships, we're going to tally those points up. And the folks with the most points are going to benefit the most from our placements in the next 60 days in this launch stage. Okay, that's not going to be available to everyone that joins this company after 60 days from now, but you have a very, very unique opportunity to be at the top of a network of some really top networkers in this industry, and literally will have hundreds of points that can pour under your organization in the next 60 days by taking and running with us and getting and doing your part. We're gonna help to put lighter fluid, if you will, on your team. And those 584 people, okay, those 584 people, they all don't have to be yours. In fact, when organizations are placed under your group, those count towards your 584 as well. And the way it works is basically that you can count no more than 1/3 in each leg of those points. So 584 divided by 3, you can't have more than 1/3 in one leg of your business. But you building your business and then getting that potential economic stimulus, if you will, from us building, is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing in the next 60 days. So I encourage you. You may not fully understand everything I'm saying to you right now. What I encourage you to do is just do your part. Just go ahead and be one of the top leaders. If you may have had no success in industries before, this is your opportunity to be brand new, to believe big, to be excited. Nothing great happens without being excited. I always say none of us would be here today if our parents didn't get excited. So it's important to get excited about these products and services, and to plug into the system that we have in place. And if you plug into the system, it's going to help you to understand what you have here. And just in light of what's going on with this coronavirus and everything that's going on, this is a very, very unique opportunity. Trust my words that you couldn't be at a better time with this type of opportunity. And that's why I pulled the trigger 4 months early. I was trying to contain myself and not get too excited about this project. But when things shut down, literally I had all kinds of meetings and presentations and speaking at conferences. When my calendar opened up, I had some quiet time, and I knew this was the right thing to do, to empower people with financial freedom, and to position a lot of top leaders, a lot of folks that are on this line to really be part of something big and to create a movement that's going to impact and ripple across the country and across the world and impact people. And I know that, that like attracts like. So if you're on this line, you're very much like probably those who are in the foundation of this team and believe that success is when you help yourself, but significance is when you help others. And we're about significance, not just, you help enough people get what they want. I heard McCasey quote Zig Ziglar. You help enough people get what they want, and you in turn get what you want. It's not about you. If you take people from not knowing to knowing about this 4, 3, 2, 1, let them make a decision to tell you that they're not interested in putting $300 to $600 a month, at minimum into their bank account, into their check every week. Let them tell you that they don't want to eliminate their debt. Let them tell you that they don't want to boost their credit by 50 to 150 points, on average. Let them tell you that they're not interested in shifting their, their income to their own private bank, and instead of having the banks, pay you less than 1% return on your money, a fraction of a percent, while they go out and loan it for 6% and 8%. Instead, you get that profit and be able to set yourself up for financial freedom. So I'm really excited about the fact that you guys saw the opportunity, and as you dig deeper into these products and understand what you truly have, you're gonna get more and more excited. So make sure you plug into the calls. Once a week, there's the weekly corporate leadership call. And I have the benefit of knowing about these products beforehand. Some of you probably also knew about these products before, but also 4 months of really getting a chance to see what's going on with this company. It's exciting. So make sure to plug into the Monday call at 8:30 every Monday. Put that on your calendar. On Thursday at 8:30 is the weekly Financial Edge University calls. Customers can get on that call as well, and they're going to get that financial education around the 4 kind of pillars, if you will, this product. But even more importantly, they're going to have the education, but then they're going to have the expert activation by having the membership and be able to make an appointment. And the more you have people and customers and team members on these calls and really create this ecosystem and this environment where people are talking about or top of mind is their finances, the ripple effect that's going to have for generations is going to be very profound. So I encourage you guys to stay plugged in. Make sure that it becomes, when you talk about priorities, you got faith, you have family, and then most people next is finance, because finance is so critical to all those things, that making that top of mind, sometimes our environment is stronger than our will. And if you surround yourself with winners, you surround yourself with financially, with folks with a financial IQ higher than yours, your financial IQ is going to increase as well. And you're going to build, you're going to make wealth real. You're going to make wealth real. And that's what MWR is all about. And that's what I'm excited about. So I'm going to, and right now we're not doing live events. We'll get a chance to get back to live events. Hopefully you guys are social distancing yourself as suggested. And, you can set up a free account with Zoom. You plan on being a leader. So make sure you set your free account up, and then you can upgrade down the line. But also this Zoom call is where we'll do a lot of our calls until I used to have a phone line, a conference line where we were up to, thousands of people on that call line. So I had to figure out, how we do that with Zoom here, and build a team past the $100 person limit that they have, here. Before you get an enterprise account, which is a little bit different. So I'm gonna lean on you there, McCasey, for that. And also we got some suggested content here. We got some suggested scripts here, but make sure that you make it personalize it. Practice it, personalize it. This will be one of the most valuable things you're gonna have is this language for yourself, to help you to just have conversations with people. about this opportunity. And basically you want to pique people's interest. You want to be the commercial for the 22-minute movie. Be the commercial for the 22-minute movie. So that's the key. The less the better, and you can get them in front of the information. And then there's also an opportunity to have a framework for text messaging as well. And you can send people to shiftmyincomenow.com. And I've been telling people, hey, listen, after you watch it, let me know if you're a 3, 2, or 1. They'll explain it in the video. Deal? All right. I got them to make a commitment. They're going to watch it today or tomorrow. And afterwards, let me know if you're a 3, you're a 2, or 1. You can just text it to me, just so I know where you stand, and we'll follow up from there. Then also we have a list sheet here. It'll remind you kind of the process in which you can take to expose people to this information. So one is contacting them, inviting them to information, making sure a person sees the product overview, they see the business overview, the 3-way call with an expert. This is critical, guys. You have people that'll be on the fence and they've seen everything, but a 3-way call goes a long way. We just did a 3-way call with someone today, and she saw the information, and she's a friend of Jessica. I'll share with Jessica, who's on the line here, Jessica Lilly, my other half. And she wasn't ready to get started until she had a 3-way call. Just answered a few questions. She said, I wasn't ready to get started. I saw the membership, but now I'm interested in the business. It was just a third-party person on the line, answering a few questions and asking them on a scale from 1 to 10. 1 being you're not interested, 10 being you're ready to get started right now. Where do you see yourself on that scale? You may say 7, 8. What do you need to get to a 10? Just a couple questions and information, and then you get them rolling. Right now, our live presentations will be these Zooms. So tomorrow at 7 p.m. will be a live presentation. Can you invite people right to the presentation? Absolutely. But I'll tell you this, the best presentations are when you have people pre-exposed. When you're exposing people throughout the day, you're exposing people to the shiftmyincomenow.com website, and they've seen that information. When you get them on the live call, and they show a level of interest, the live presentations are the closers for you. If you actually use them as closers, they're very, very powerful. So I encourage you, again, not to build to the calls or the Zooms, but to build up to those Zooms. So having a bunch of people in your follow-up list, they've seen the videos, they're letting you know they watch the information, and many times they're just kind of looking for something else. They don't know what it is. It's that live presentation where they hear the story, they see the presentation again, it sinks in, they hear the enthusiasm, they hear a couple testimonies, and then they say, I'm a 1, I'm ready to go. So use the live presentations as a closer for you. So build up to that by using the third-party tools and getting multiple exposures. Some people watch the information like a McCasey and be ready to go right away. Hey, how do I get started? They don't have to wait for the live presentation. Get them going, and then have them get 3, 4, 5 people exposed to the information on those conference calls, on the Zoom calls. The 3-way call is a great way to also, get a person committed to the live presentation. Having your expert kind of just share their story and say, do you have anything on Friday night at 7 p.m. that you can't get out of? We're going to have a live Zoom call that you can watch right from your home. And you'll see how we build this business virtually, where you can build it anywhere around the world from home. And it's exciting, guys, where we're showing people how to make money. They're making daily money, while many people are trying to figure out when they can make money again in this economy right now, which is really, really sad and unfortunate that so many businesses are suffering right now. So many people are shifting their whole world's been changed upside down. Like me, you talked to me just two weeks ago, I could not have done this business because every day my calendar was packed out. It totally opened up and allowed me to reprioritize and make the decision to get started. So I encourage you guys to use this window of opportunity to expose as many people as possible to see if now's the time. But even if it's not now, trust me, as we create momentum, they're going to hear about this company. and people are going to be asking them and encourage them to do it. And because you shared it with them, they may just come back to you. In many cases, they will if you actually share it with them. And they say, I heard about that. Let me get back to, I'm starting to hear about this quite a bit. Let me make sure I get back to my friend who shared this with me so I can get enrolled with it. The social pressure is going to start to really build as we build this out. So with that, I want to make sure that we end this by 8 o'clock. But I want to open up back to you, Macasey. We'll tighten up this explanation and system. I literally, we made this, document for you guys in the last 24 hours, adjusted it, and I ran it by the leadership of the company. They love it. I'm pretty sure they'll probably start adopting. Many of them will adopt this as well. I've used this for many years in this system, if you will, and the system, remains the same in most cases, just adjusted to a new product and service. So we'll make sure that you get this, so you can fill this out, get your business started, and we'll continue to build out our system to that 584 on how to help each and every one of you. But key thing is just run. If ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. Just run. Take people from not knowing about this company, about MWR, to knowing about it, and follow our system. Run with us, because it may seem a little chaotic in the beginning, but I promise you, when the dust clears, you're gonna be excited that you ran with us. So I'll pass it to you, Macasey, to close us out with any comments.
Hey, I'm gonna close it out with Les Brown, people. If you want to think bad enough to go out and fight for it, work day and night for it, give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, and if you sweat for it and fret for it, I can't even remember, but long story short, y'all, watch that Les Brown clip. Go in there and look at that, man. That inspires me all the time.
I love it. I love it.
The bottom line is, people, we got to talk to people. Just go out there, talk to people, make sure you use the scripts. I know we're going to make sure that we get the system out to you right away, and follow the system. You're going to be bad before you're good before you're great. And that's just the process of doing your 10,000 reps in terms of getting better, right? And go out there and just do it. Within any business is just confidence, having a little bit of purpose, or I should say, make sure that you know your purpose before you start. Write down your reasons why. What's your purpose for doing this? Like mine's is to help people become more financially fit. It's real simple. That's always been a passion, and we have the perfect vehicle to pull it off, right? We have alignment happening here, right, with core values. So make sure that your core values are lined up, and then put yourself in a space where mentally that okay, whatever your goals are, share that with me and your sponsors or whoever you came in with, and let us know where you want to go with this, so that we can help you achieve exactly what you want out of this, right? Because what you put in is what you're going to get out. And what time is it? 7:55. I thought it was 8 o'clock. Okay. So all I want to say is that we got a golden opportunity, and we don't want to squander it. Just put yourself in a space where you give your best, do your best, so you can be your best. And 60 to 90 days from now, when you look back, you're going to be happy about the outcome, regardless of where you are right now. Have faith in your future, and as far as where you're going to go. You're locking arms with people that's committed. We're committed to make sure that we give our best. And all you just got to do is step up to the table, give your best. And like Les Brown say, man, if you want to think bad enough, you got to go out and fight for it. Some people are going to tell you no, and so what? Just move on to the next person. Like they say, a deck of cards, look for the 4 aces. You can't get the 4 aces, look for the 4 kings. You can't get the 4 kings, get the 4 queens. If you can't get the queens, get no, don't get no jokers. We don't want the jokers. We want the winners. So, winners make a way, losers make excuses. Right now, your best self gives no excuses. At your best, you have no excuse. All we have right now is opportunity. So I see this as a golden parachute, and just give your best, y'all. Suleiman, I turn it back on over to you. I don't know if there's anything else you wanted me to share or cover.
That's awesome. And I want to remind people that tomorrow at 7 o'clock, we're going to have Miss Jatasha Harris. You want to get on 5 minutes early. There'll probably be people that won't be able to get on that call tomorrow. So tell them to be there on time, and those who are late, will actually have a recording afterwards. But it's going to create that fear of loss by packing out the lines and say, hey, listen, we just had no more seats for it, but here's the recording of that call. So let's pack it out. Let's make it happen, and appreciate you, Mackenzie, doing an awesome job. And we'll also recognize those who actually hit that executive director position. So you get your first 3. I want to do great recognition. I know Casey knocked that out already. We have maybe 1 or 2 other people who are almost got that done again in less than 3 days with this team. So so let's knock that out, and we'll be giving some, recognizing people for making their money back and doubling it, and also share those testimonies of using the product. So have a great night. Take care, take charge, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Night, y'all. Signing out. Peace and love.